Hello, this is my Super Heavy Samurai Springans deck that I took to locals. I did 4-0 with it, and so in matchups for round 1 against Sprite, I went 2-1. Round 2 against Kashtira, I went 2-1. Round 3 against Heroes, I went 2-1, and then round 4 against Labyrinth, I went 2-0. So let's just get into the deck profile here. Let's go with my main deck first. I played in the main deck, I played 2 Springans kit as for the Springans monsters, 2 Springans Rocky, 2 Brothers, 2 Brenga, 2 Sargus, and a Paydor. So for the monsters, if you do not know how they work, so everyone except for Kit has the effect of while they are on the hand, field, or graveyard, they can attach themselves to a Springans Xyz monster I control as Xyz material. And so they each have a different effect, just not while they're attached, but just in general. Rocky adds 1 from grave. Brothers, when it's sent from the hand or deck, specials from grave. Brenga can banish itself and one other to add a spell or trap from deck to hand. Paydor contribute and add 1 from deck to hand, and special summon 1 from grave. And then Sargus can quick effect on your opponent's turn, detach material from an Xyz monster you control to pop a card on your opponent's field. And then Kit is just on normal special, she can add a branded spell trap and place it on the bottom of the deck. That's just the Springans monsters. Pretty simple, I think. So the next part of the deck that we will go over here is the Springans spell traps. We're just on 3 Watch, 3 Tallyhoo, 1 Gold Golconda, 1 Booty, 1 High Spirits, 1 Interluder. So Watch is a way to get the Gold Golconda, and when Gold Golconda is on the field, it can add a Springans and then dump a Springans. Tallyhoo is like a soul charge plus a Rhoda, and it can recur itself by detaching material from a Xyz monster. Booty here is a kind of imperm, also a way to search the Gold Golconda, but it rarely comes up. High Spirits is just a way to extend, and then Interluder is just either an Omni or can special a level 8 back from grave by returning a Springans Xyz to the extra deck. That's the Springans part. So the next part is the Super Heavy Samurai. We are on 3 Motorbike, 3 Soul Piercer, 3 Wakaushi, 1 Big Benkai, 1 Wagon, and 1 Booster. So I'm actually missing the Scales and the Peacemaker, the Soul Peacemaker. It's supposed to be here, but they just did not come in time for locals, and I'm actually surprised that I was able to do so without them, because that's what helps you play through the droll, which I got trolled quite a bit at locals. But nevertheless, I'm just on this is very standard. I'm on the 3, these are the 9 starters, and then these 3 help extend. Yeah. And then just for generics, I'm on 1 Regulus to search off of a Cleafort Genius, or sometimes you can search it off of the Champion Sargus, depending on what you open. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 Gamma, and Siphon Driver. This is supposed to be 46 with the Scales and this Peacemaker, but I'm only on 44 right now. That's the main deck. The extra deck, we are on 2 Springans Merrymaker, 1 Explorer, 2 Sargus, and 1 Zeus for the Xyz. Merrymaker is your normal like starter extender thing. You make 2 level 4s. It can dump a Springans. Explorer is a rare case, but it comes up sometimes where you can just pop basically your opponent's entire field, or like a section of it, by just attaching and detaching a bunch of materials to it. This card is absolutely busted. It does nothing on summon, but it can just overlay onto any Springans Xyz. And then while it has material, you can add a Therion or Springans card from your deck to your hand. And it's pretty crazy. And then when Xyz material is detached from an Xyz monsters, you can target 1 card on the field, either bounce it or destroy it. And then just the 1 Zeus. I probably should be on 2 for fear of cash, but this is probably good enough for these Springans Xyz and stuff. Links, we are on 1 Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow, 1 Cleafort Genius, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Access Code. This is just to link off the Soul Piercer into. It's actually very awkward without the Soul Peacemaker because I have to go Barone to pop it, or else I'm not able to make any more link plays because I don't have a way to remove it because it cannot be linked off. I have one Cleave or Genius, which is my way to normally search the search the Regulus. One IP Masquerena, one Unicorn, one Apple, and one Access. Out of all these, I want to be cutting Access for the Stardust Dragon. It helps me play through Nib a bit more. And also, just one other note, for the Genius, it's much harder to make this before you activate Tally-Ho when you're missing these scales and the Peacemaker. So that's the links. And then just the rest, we'll just go Synchros and Fusion on one. So we're just on the Excalibur package and then the Sprint for the Brandon High Spirits. Yeah, I just want to be adding the Stardust Dragon, so I assume I'm probably going to want to cut the Access Kotaker to run Stardust Dragon because that just makes this package all the better. It makes the Barone unaffected, which means you play through Nib perfectly. But Nib also I don't feel people are siding in Nib, but whatever. And then for the side deck, we'll quickly go over it. 3 Thunder King Ryo, 3 Denko Sekka, 3 Lava Golem, 3 Psyframe Epsilon, and 3 Anti-Human Intelligence Messiah. The best card on the side was easily Lava Golem. It really helps going second. It's crazy. Denko basically won the lab matchup for free. They can't do anything unless they side Judgments, which is kind of unusual. Again, and then Denko basically clears the whole matchup. Epsilon is kind of also nice into the lab or the Brandon matchup if they're on the Expulsion instead of the Sanctifying Dragon. Ryo is just a nice thing to side in because you can like pend it. Ryo's just a nice card. And then Messiah, I never sided this in. I'm probably gonna cut it. I thought it would be funny to run, but there was never really use for it to come up. It has a really weird shifter-like effect that just never came up and was useful for me. So yeah, that's the deck. I will just have I'll just have it all laid out here, and yeah.